And by the way, you might want to add later on maybe more sections. We will gonna create a new again folder within the components like so. And here we're gonna say the new file. I'm sorry, not new file. We wanted a new folder, and let's call this homepage. Since these are going to be components that are going to be with a homepage, and within this folder, there's going to be two files. One will be called services.js, and the second one will be products or featured. Why don't we go with just featured? Featured. You can also maybe write feature products if that helps you. And then what I would want is right away import both of these guys into my homepage. So I can close the footer. I can head over back to my homepage, and let's do the two imports. One will be for services from, and then we're going to be looking for obviously components folder, homepage folder, and then we have services. And why don't we right away copy and paste that? So let me select this, and I'm going to copy and paste this line. And here we will going to go with, I don't know, we can go with featured. Obviously that was the name. And then also I would like to change where I'm getting this from. So I'd like to get from my featured JS. Okay. And let's actually navigate to that page, because at the moment we only have the hero and we only have right now the footer. And why don't we start working on the services first, since that will be technically our last dumb one, meaning where starting from the next section, the featured one, there's going to be a bunch more functionality that we're going to be setting up in our context. And let's start very simply by creating the state. But in this case, I will gonna get all these icons here within the local state. Again, technically we could have done it normal way within the context, but I think I can also might as well show you that we could have created everything locally. Now for that, we're gonna create a new RCC. So class-based component. We're also gonna import the styled components right away. Import styled from styled components. And then I would want 3 more icons. So I'm going to say import FA. We're looking for Dolly. We also would want a redo icon redo and $sign. So FA dollar sign. Those will be my icons from, you guessed it, React icons and FA. And then why don't we right away set up the state? So let's say state, and within the state, there will going to be services an array. Within the array, there's going to be items. Each and every item will be having some kind of ID number 1. Then also right away, let's set up the icon. So I'm going to say FA Dolly. Then we will going to have some text. So let's say for the Dolly, there's going to be text property, or you know what? Let's start with title first. And let's say free shipping. That will be for the Dolly. And then we're going to have some lorem text. So I'm just going to have some text, and I don't know, lorem 10, something like this. Well, obviously this is not going to work, but why don't we write lorem here? Lorem 10. Struggling right now. 10. And then I'm going to grab that text, and I'm just going to place it here within the quotation marks. That should do it. And I didn't want a sidebar. Yep, now we saved it. All right, so we have our first services, and we obviously need 3 of them total. So I can just select all this 1, 2. Then we're going to be changing the values. So number 2, we're going to have the ID of number 2. The icon will be redo, and the name is not going to be free shipping. Instead, why don't we go with 30 days? 30 days. Return policy. That's what we're going to write. And the third one will be a $sign. So the ID number 3, then $sign. Okay. And then we'll have the title of secured payment. Secured payment. That will be our third icon, and we can start rendering. Well, for the rendering, we might as well right away again set up the styled components. So const style the wrapper, and not style the wrapper. Actually, let's write services wrapper, which will be equal to the styled, and we're gonna set this equal to the div. Or you know what, we might as well can do the section. So maybe let's do the section, and we can also right away maybe have all our CSS here, and then as we're working with HTML, everything is going to make sense right away. So we're going to say background, and at the moment we're just going to do some RGBA. Let's write like 95, 183. And that's, by the way, going to be this light blue color. 234 and 0.5. So that will be my opacity at the very end. Then I will gonna add the service icon to each of the actual items. So service icon, I'm just gonna add some font size.